Hello Pisces friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my video, Jupiter in Aquarius, Pisces Must Knows. This video is for you if Pisces is your sun, or Pisces is your moon, or Pisces is your rising sign, or if you have some other Pisces placement that you watch for. And if you're not sure about those things, and you just know that Pisces is your sun sign, then don't worry about any of it. This is for you. But if you are a person that wants to go deeper and enhance your study of astrology, then I always recommend for people to find some place to run a free birth chart and get to see exactly how many placements you have in Pisces and what degrees those are in, which you can see, because I will go into some details that will allow you to use that information in deeper ways. The second must know before we get started with our other must know list is that I'm going to be talking about the 2020, the end of 2020 through the end of 2021 for this Jupiter in Aquarius transit. But this is still going to be relevant 12 years from now, if this video is still up, 24 years from now, anytime in the past, 2009 when Jupiter was in Aquarius. Whenever Jupiter moves through Aquarius, it opens up certain things. And it opens up some specific things for Pisces. And that's going to be true no matter what year it is, okay? So most of this stuff is going to be relevant regardless of what year transit this is. The only thing that wouldn't be relevant at some point in the past or the future is when I go into some dates where you'll get some exact hits from this transit depending on where you're at in the sign. And of course that would be specific to the end of 2020, to the end of 2021. All right, so let's look at our list here. Our must-know list. So we're going to talk about what Jupiter does. It's really hard to understand what a transit can do if you don't understand the essence of the planet. So we'll do a brief coverage on that. We'll talk about Jupiter in Aquarius, the global effects down to the personal possibilities. We'll talk about where Jupiter is going for you and the possible effects for that. And the angle that Aquarius is going to make for you, or Jupiter in Aquarius makes for you, or any planet in Aquarius makes for you. And the timeline about when those exact hits are going to occur. Okay, so the first thing on our list is what Jupiter does and how it is. Another must know before we get deeper into this is that Jupiter moving through Capricorn like we had in 2020, like we had in 2008, is not happy there, okay? I'm likening this to, okay, so Jupiter likes to expand, it likes to accelerate, it likes to amplify, it likes to be free and open, and Capricorn energy is not like that. It's tight and restricted and limited and very focused. So trying to fit Jupiter into the Capricorn expression is kind of like when the stepsisters, Cinderella's evil stepsisters, are trying to get their big feet into that tiny shoe. How awkward that is and how that doesn't work very well for anybody involved. That's like Jupiter trying to cram into Capricorn. So it's important to know, a definite must know, that Jupiter is much happier in Aquarius, and we are all going to feel that. We felt it when Jupiter was not happy in Capricorn through 2020, didn't we? And we're going to feel when it is more happy, okay? It's going to be more in its natural element, and this benevolence and luck and expansion and growth and option building and seed planting that it's known for can really do its work in more notable and noticeable ways. It also can boost optimism and bring hope and broaden horizons. Now for all signs, all of that essence of Jupiter that we just explained will funnel into this Aquarius energy. And you will notice this on the global level down to the personal level, okay? Jupiter is going to be seeking to help you find your place within the groups. Find your tribe, the people that speak your language, not necessarily your mother tongue, but that resonate with you. Help you find your friends, expand your friendship circles and your social circles and your acquaintances, and help you network more. And this can be very purposeful, meaning just for the sake of itself, for being out and enjoying the social energy, whether that's online or in person, doesn't matter, or purposeful in the way that you'll meet people that will help you with the things that you're working on and the things that you want to bring in to manifestation. If you have an internet-based project, or if you've been forced into internet work, you can see already the energy of Aquarius at play as we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and these outer planets moving here is just reiterating that. So a lot of people were forced to go online for their jobs or for their businesses, and this will continue. But also many people want to do it, and they've wanted to do it, and now this has been the impetus that it has gotten them there, and you'll see more of that in this year. So if you want to get your business online or get your work online and be free of a certain geography for your work, Jupiter wants to help you with that. Okay. Also, if you want to get more involved in social media, whether as a participant where you're enjoying the benefits of what people are offering, you might find some key people that you follow that will really help you and support you. And if you want to become a person that has a more, prominent online presence, Jupiter can help you with that. If you've been wanting to get involved in large organizations or for humanitarian efforts or anything like that, Jupiter wants to help with that. So there's this strong focus on community with Jupiter and Aquarius, whether that is the online community or whether that's local communities. Local communities are going to see a lot of focus. So if you're, and also sustainable projects. So earth-friendly projects, sustainable projects, local projects, buying local, doing things local travel, local entertainment. That's going to have a very big expansion. And if you're in that line of work or if you're looking for a place to get into a line of work, those are going to really start to boom. Okay. Also dating. So if someone wants you to get into online dating or do something with, going out to meet more people, this is going to be accentuated as well. Now, specifically for Pisces placements, the energy of Aquarius is in your house of Pisces, okay? So anything that has to do with the energy of Pisces, Jupiter is actually going to be accentuating that at this time. It's going to bring up the topics of your sleep. Getting optimum sleep is actually one of the most important things we can do for our health, longevity, wellness, and our relationships even. And this is going to help you. Okay, so it could enhance insomnia to the point where you actually do something about sleeping. Rest, retreats, things behind the scenes, things that are private, your dream time, developing your communication with your subconscious mind through lucid dreaming or through psychology or inner work. All of these things, Jupiter wants to enhance this for you. Understanding the energy of the cosmic soup, intuition, expanding your intuition. Sometimes Jupiter will accelerate or bring into the forefront fears or addictions. But it's very much like Harry Potter, right? The more intense things got in Harry Potter, finally he figures out that everything is inside of him, right? The demons are inside of him and you have to slay them in there. And that's what this is about, is slaying inner demons. It's about your artistic expression and your creativity and anything where you're working with mindset. Okay, so I'm very much a mindsetologist. Okay, I've been in a study and practice of how what goes on in your mind affects how you experience life and what you create. And so you might become a mindsetologist in this year because you're going to become more and more aware of how much of your life is an inside job and how much of the things that you have going on in your life are cyclical. That you've experienced, maybe not the exact thing, but the experience of that feeling before. So all of these types of awarenesses and working on these levels, even past life regression, things like that, are all things that come into the forefront with Jupiter, and it wants to help you. You might also be working on some things behind the scenes, or you might bring some big things out and then decide you're going to rest and lay low for a while. Or you might take some great vacations, or just create like a really special space, a sacred place in your home for your special time. So those things are specific for Pisces. Now let's talk about the angle that Aquarius makes with Pisces. It's a 30-degree angle, it's an awkward angle, and it's one that's not, the Aquarius energy and Pisces energy doesn't flow very well or naturally. But that doesn't mean it has to be bad, there's just an awkwardness to it. So you're going to have some special awkwardness or difficulty in pulling through, or we'll say challenges that come up that are awaiting the Jupiterian solutions, okay? Sometimes we have to have the problem before we have the solution, right? So you'll see some of these special challenge points that if you push through and persevere, after these time frames for each of you, you might notice something really important set or gel for you. So if you've already looked up, if you don't, okay, like I said, if you only know your sun sign, what I'm going to show you here, you'll be able to follow this. But if you know your degree and you know how many placements you have in Pisces, you might be able to get extra use out of this particular section. So if you are a February born Pisces, or you're 0 to 9 degrees, then you're going to get this extra notable whatever it's going to be in December or January. So if you're in the first couple of days of the sign or the first couple of degrees, that'll be December. And for the rest of those February or 0 to 9 degrees, that will be in January. All right, so middle degree placements, so basically March 1st through 10th, or 10 to 19 degrees. February through most of March is when you're going to have that time for you. And you can see here if you know the degrees. Okay, so 10 to 16 degrees will be February, and then 16 to 19 degrees will be there. And then 23, okay, wait, so 19 degrees. So then 20 to 29 degrees, it's the late degree placements, or March 11th through the rest of the sign. Especially the 22nd through the 29th, you're going to get multiple passes of this. Okay, so multiple opportunities to take something awkward with the things we mentioned and do something with them. You all are going to have from April through December of this energy being present. Now, I'll show you here the rest of the calendar. If you only know your sun sign, then that's fine. You can use what I showed you here, just kind of moving along to this. Now it'll be in retrograde. It's going to dip into Pisces. Okay, so this is noteworthy, right? Because that's your sign. So if you are in the first few days of Pisces, you are actually going to have some pretty major things start to show up for you in these times, like June, July timeframe, and then again at the end of December of 2021. Now, for the rest of the Pisces, you're going to have your exact Jupiter hit over your Pisces placement in 2022. Okay, but those of you at the beginning of the sign, you're going to really get some notable things that are starting for you. And that will be a different type of energy than this 30 degree placement we're talking about that it's hitting you all now. Okay, so if you know your degrees, you can just kind of look to see. If you're around 22 degrees or like March 15th, the days around March 15th, you're going to have from the end of September through the beginning of November with it just sitting on your 30 degree aspect of this placement. So it's just kind of could prolong whatever the issue is, but then it should just push through into the next stage. You can see those degrees there. Okay, so we finished all the stuff on the list. If you would like to know more about how current astrological transits are affecting you, definitely watch my monthly YouTube videos. Definitely go to anniehelpsyou.com and sign up for my free email newsletter. You will get a write-up of all the sweet dates, the salty dates, what the aspects are, what they can bring, and a write-up of what the month is about energetically and the most important notable things that are happening, delivered to your inbox 1 month early. You'll also, you'll see a lot of blogs at anniehelpsyou.com. Now, all the links I'm giving you are in the notes underneath the video. You just click on the more and the little arrow button, and it will reveal all of these things I'm talking about. I have lots of free resources, so you'll want to hear about this because I'm doing all this work. You may as well be benefiting from it, right? So you can see free courses at Luminous Life Multiversity, lumelife.com, L-U-M-E life.com. That's my online school. I've got free courses including Unleash Your Money Magnet and a wellness course, or actually 2 wellness courses. And then I also have paid courses there that are very comprehensive, including my Becoming a Professional Astrologer Mastery course. So if you resonate with how I teach and you want to learn, then you will love this astrological wonderland. You can see it at lumelife.com. If you would like written horoscopes by me, you can go to cozybysweetstarlight.com. And I also have 8 other categories that we've got amazing blogs under me and my team of cozy bloggers that I'm bringing in to give you astrology kissed blogs, how to bring astrology and healthy living into your daily experience. Beautiful site, you will love it, cozybysweetstarlight.com. And you'll definitely want to buy my new book, Planetology, How to Align with the Natural Rhythms of the Universe. And that is going to be available December 8th, 2020, but Amazon is giving a 20% discount for pre-orders. So if you're watching this before then, you might want to get your order now so that you get the discount. And I recommend that you get it on Audible. Depending on when you're watching this, it might not be on Audible yet, but by December 8th it will be. And you'll want that because it's a long book and you can listen to it in its entirety there. But you'll also want the print book because it's hardcover and it's beautiful, and you'll want it as a reference book. So I hope you have a wonderful Jupiter in Aquarius transit, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.